chapter. The tenants of Champaran were forced to grow indigo on 15% of their land holdings. Tenants, as you say, the tenants of our house, घर पे जो किराएदार बिठाए जाते हैं उनको tenants. तो यहाँ पर they are taken the land on rent, and they are growing crop and doing labor. So they are forced to grow 15% of their land holdings. What they are forced to grow? Indigo. Indigo means color. नील, you have heard. नील की खेती ज़बरदस्ती करवाई जाती थी. The drawback of the indigo crop was that the land's fertility goes down gradually, and they cannot grow any other crop instantly. They have to leave the land for few times left. They can't grow. प्रॉब्लम ये थी कि इंडिगो की खेती ब्रिटिशर्स ज़बरदस्ती करवाते थे, और इंडिगो की खेती करने के बाद जो उपजाऊपन था ज़मीन का वो ख़त्म हो जाता था या कम हो जाता था, तो उनको एक सीज़न के लिए वो लैंड छोड़नी पड़ती थी, और बहुत बार ग्रो करने के बाद वो लैंड बंजर हो जाती थी. लेकिन पीजेंट्स को ज़बरदस्ती करना पड़ता था. तो जितना भी जिसके पास लैंड होता था उसका 15% पर उनको इंडिगो ग्रो करना पड़ता था, और वो एज अ टैक्स ब्रिटिशर्स को देना पड़ता था. अब प्रॉब्लम ये थी कि इंडियंस को उस समय दे डोंट नो हाउ टू यूज़ दिस इंडिगो क्रॉप. इस क्रॉप को वो कैसे यूज़ करें, इस बात की भी प्रॉब्लम थी. तो वो यूज़ नहीं कर सकते थे, उनको एज अ टैक्स ही ये देनी पड़ती. दे हैड टू पे अ कंपनसेशन टू बी रिलीव्ड ऑफ द अरेंजमेंट. दिस वाज द अरेंजमेंट, दिस वाज द लॉन्ग टर्म ट्रीटी. ये संधि हुई थी कि वो लोग इंडिगो की खेती एज अ टैक्स दिया करेंगे. तो ना चाहते हुए भी उन्हें करना पड़ता था. लैंड ख़राब होती थी, यूज़ नहीं उनको मालूम था. बट व्हाट द ब्रिटिशर्स आर डूइंग, ब्रिटिशर्स आर एक्सपोर्टिंग दिस. इसको दूसरी कंट्री में एक्सपोर्ट कर देते थे जहाँ पर ये फैक्ट्रीज़ में यूज़ होता था. तो उनको बहुत सारा प्रॉफिट होता था. तो हमारे जो पीजेंट्स थे, दे आर पुअर, they work hard on the land, and they get hardly two times food they can arrange for themselves. The theme of the chapter throws light on the plight of the farmers during the pre-independence era. Pre-independence era में टाइम फार्मर्स की प्लाइट कंडीशन पर लाइट डाली हुई है कि उस समय फार्मर्स की स्थिति कैसे थी. And the fight for their rights taken by Gandhiji, and Gandhiji decided to fight for these poor farmers. Rajkumar Shukla, the chapter begins like this. Rajkumar Shukla went Lucknow to meet Gandhiji. Gandhiji went there to take the annual convention of कांग्रेस की मीटिंग थी, तो उसमें वो जाते हैं और वहाँ पर राजकुमार शुक्ला मिलता है. अ पुअर इलिटरेट हु वाज नॉट एजुकेटेड, पढ़ा लिखा नहीं था, पीजेंट फार्मर फ्रॉम चंपारण अप्रोच्ड गांधीजी एंड आस्क्ड हिम टू accompany him to Champaran. He requested Gandhiji that Gandhiji should accompany him to the Champaran. Somebody said that Gandhi can help or Mahatma can help, so poor peasant came for the help. After refusing initially, Gandhi agreed. Initially Gandhiji refused to go there, but after that Gandhiji was too much impressed by Rajkumar Shukla's intense tenacity. He was so much after the Gandhiji that he was too much requested Gandhiji, so Gandhiji had to agree. तो गांधी agree हो गए जाने के लिए. Gandhi met lawyers who were fighting the cases of peasants and chided them for charging high fees. Gandhiji, just to know the facts, as Gandhiji himself was lawyer, so he met the lawyer of that area who were fighting the peasants' case. Actually, now the situation was that Britishers refused to accept the indigo crop. They told peasants that they had to pay money in return for the tax as per their treaty. But now they are not ready to get. Why? This was hidden from poor peasant because the actual value of natural indigo crop was fallen because Germany has invented the artificial indigo. So the demand of natural indigo fall down in the market. So Britishers did not disclose this fact to the poor peasants, but when they came to know, they opposed, and few peasants filed the cases in the court, and few peasants accepted it silently, and they started paying the money as a tax. But the crop was waste for them. How to use them? Also, land was waste for them. So this was not. This was their double loss. Crop was there. Secondly, they had to pay the money also. So few peasants who filed cases in the court. So the lawyers were fighting. They were charging very high fees from these poor peasants. गांधी chided them, scolded them, डांटा उन्हें कि तुम poor peasants से इतनी money charge क्यों कर रहे हो. The lawyers felt ashamed when they saw an outsider standing for the people of Champaran. They were feeling ashamed. उन्हें शर्म आई कि the one outsider is ready to help the poor peasants of their area, poor farmers of their area, and they are doing nothing. The lawyers told Gandhiji that they are ready to go to jail with him. So when Gandhiji opposed, Britishers came to know that he will collect the people and create problem for him. So they asked Gandhiji to leave Champaran. So Gandhiji refused that. But now lawyers, peasants, all were together and they asked that they will join him to the jail. The turning point or climax came in the story when Gandhiji appeared in the court and refused to follow the orders, asserting his independence and telling the Britishers that they cannot order him about in his own country. When Gandhiji was not ready to leave Champaran, the Britishers arrested him, and he was when he appeared in the court, he asked that he will not follow the orders, that an outsider cannot give the orders in his own country. एक बाहर का व्यक्ति उनकी आज़ादी में उनको आदेश नहीं दे सकता, तो वो इस आदेश का पालन नहीं करेंगे. Finally, the British landlords agreed to pay 25% of the money they had illegally taken from sharecroppers. Sharecroppers, peasants, बटाईदार, हिस्सेदार, जो लैंड में हिस्सेदारी थी. एक्चुअल में क्या था, 15% ब्रिटिशर्स को देना पड़ता था और बाकी की जो लैंड से क्रॉप होती थी उसमें उस फार्मर को अपने सीड के लिए, बीज के लिए, अपने खाने पीने का सब गुजारा करना होता था। तो ये जो बटाईदार होते थे, हिस्सेदारी वाले किसान होते थे, तो गांधी जी के कोर्ट केस करने पर ब्रिटिशर्स लैंडलॉर्ड रेडी हो गए लैंडलॉर्ड को पीजेंट्स को 25% मनी रिटर्न देने के लिए। गांधी जी ऑल्सो वर्कड फॉर सोशल welfare of the village by opening schools and making medical facilities available. Gandhiji was not solving the problems just like typical politicians. He was also a social worker. He also saw that the condition of the peasants were very bad, so and medical facilities are not available. So Gandhiji's wife and some supporters and his youngest son came there. They opened the school and they taught the cleanliness rules to the people. So he was not solving, this was his style of solving the problem. The whole incident took almost 1 year of his life, 7 months continuously. After that he had given short visits. गांधी जी का ये तरीका नहीं था कि वो सीधा उस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करके चले जाएं। वहाँ की सामाजिक परिस्थितियों को देखते हुए उन्होंने देखा कि वहाँ के लोगों को पढ़ना नहीं आता, दे आर नॉट अवेयर, जागरूक नहीं है, स्वास्थ्य सुविधाएं अच्छी नहीं हैं। तो गांधी जी ने उनकी लिए स्कूल्स खुलवाए जिसमें उनकी वाइफ ने और उनके कुछ सपोर्टर्स ने, कुछ डॉक्टर्स उनकी सेवाएं देने आए और उन्होंने वहाँ के लोगों को बेसिक ट्रीटमेंट किया। और इस तरह से गांधी जी एक राजनीतिक नेता ना होकर एक सामाजिक कार्यकर्ता भी थे। उन्होंने इस तरह से इसकी समस्या का समाधान किया। Dear student, this is the summary of the chapter. In detail, we will do in the next lecture. In case of any problem, you can contact me. Also, read the NCERT chapter. The chapter is very detailed. There are so many facts are there that cannot be described in the summary only. So reading chapter is very, very important. Thank you very much.